Imagine a poison slowly seeping into the heart of your marriage. This poison is invisible, silent, but deadly. It's not infidelity or financial struggles, nor is it lack of communication or intimacy, though these are serious issues in their own right. This poison is far more insidious, far more destructive. It is the lack of a strong foundation. Yes, a strong foundation, the bedrock of any successful marriage. It is often overlooked, yet it is the very thing that keeps a marriage standing in the face of adversity. Without it, the most beautiful love story can crumble like a castle built on sand, leaving behind only the ruins of shattered dreams and broken hearts. Think of your marriage as a magnificent edifice, a testament to your love and commitment. But what happens when the foundation of this edifice is weak? It starts to crack, to crumble under the weight of life's challenges. The walls that once held love, trust, and respect start to shake, threatening to collapse at any moment. The laughter and shared dreams slowly give way to silence and unfulfilled promises. A weak foundation is a silent killer. It creeps in without a sound, wreaking havoc on the most sacred of bonds, leaving behind a trail of devastation. It's like a termite that eats away at the core of your marriage, weakening it from within until one day, it simply falls apart. And the worst part? Most of us don't even realize it's happening. We're so caught up in the daily grind and the hustle and bustle of life that we overlook the cracks forming in our foundation. We ignore the warning signs until it's too late. But what if there was an antidote to this silent killer? The antidote is simple yet profound: a strong foundation. In the grand scheme of life, there's nothing quite as awe-inspiring as a towering skyscraper or a majestic cathedral. These structures, despite their differing forms, share a common characteristic. They're built upon a strong foundation. Without it, they'd crumble, falter, and eventually collapse. Now let's consider this in the context of marriage. A marriage, much like a building, requires a firm base to withstand the inevitable storms of life. When the winds of change blow, when the rains of adversity pour, it's the foundation that keeps the structure intact. So, what makes up a strong marital foundation? It's built on the bedrock of mutual respect, unwavering trust, and open communication. It's fortified by shared values, common goals, and a deep-seated commitment to one another. It's cemented by the bonds of love, understanding, and shared experiences. The importance of a strong foundation cannot be overstated. It's the very thing that gives your marriage the resilience it needs to bounce back from setbacks. It's what allows your relationship to grow and evolve rather than stagnate or regress. It's the shield that protects your union from the corrosive effects of bitterness, resentment, and disillusionment. But wait, you might be thinking, if the solution is so simple, why do so many marriages falter? That's a valid question, and the answer lies in the execution. See, knowing that a strong foundation is crucial is one thing, but building and maintaining it is quite another. It requires effort, patience, and a willingness to sometimes put your partner's needs above your own. So before you go ahead and plan that dream house or that perfect life together, take a moment to consider the foundation. Is it strong enough to support your dreams, your hopes, and your aspirations? Is it capable of weathering the storms that are sure to come your way? So, how does one build this unshakable foundation? Scene script. Building a strong foundation requires two key ingredients: understanding and commitment. Imagine a house, sturdy and beautiful. What's the secret behind its strength? It's the deep-rooted foundation, invisible to the eye but holding everything together. The same principle applies to a marriage, with understanding and commitment acting as the bedrock. Understanding, the first building block, is all about acknowledging and appreciating your partner's perspectives, feelings, and experiences. It's like the cement that binds the bricks of a house together. Without understanding, the bricks can crumble, leading the house, or in this case, your marriage, to collapse. You see, understanding is not only about knowing what your partner likes or dislikes. It goes deeper than that, delving into their aspirations, fears, and dreams, creating a bond that is both profound and intimate. Now let's move to the second building block: commitment. Commitment in a marriage is akin to the steel rods that reinforce a building's foundation. It is the promise to stand by each other no matter what life throws your way. It's a vow of unwavering support and unyielding loyalty. However, commitment isn't just about the grand gestures or the big promises. It's about the little things. making your partner a cup of coffee in the morning, listening to their stories after a long day, or simply holding their hand when they need it the most. In essence, understanding and commitment are the two pillars that uphold a strong and lasting marriage. They intertwine to form a foundation that's resilient, robust, and ready to withstand the storms of life. They are the invisible forces that keep the structure of your relationship intact. But understanding and commitment alone are not enough. There's one more ingredient that's needed. The secret ingredient to a strong foundation in marriage is communication. Yes, you heard it right. Communication, it's that simple, but don't be fooled. It's simple, yet it's one of the most challenging aspects to master in a marriage. Imagine a house being built. The bricks, the cement, the nails, they all need to work together. The architect needs to communicate with the builder with the carpenter, and so on. If there is a lapse in communication, what do you think happens? The house might not turn out as planned. It's the same with marriage. Think about it. How many times have you found yourself at odds with your partner because of a misunderstanding? Perhaps you thought they knew what you wanted or felt, but they didn't. This is because you didn't communicate effectively. Good communication in a marriage is like the architect's plan. It guides and shapes the relationship. It's about expressing your thoughts and feelings clearly, listening to your partner, understanding their perspective, and working towards a common goal. It's about being open and honest, even when it's hard. Take, for instance, a couple who regularly check in with each other about their day. They express their joys, their frustrations, their hopes, and their fears. They listen, they empathize, and they support each other. This continuous exchange strengthens their bond, builds their understanding, and fosters mutual respect. And then there's the couple who doesn't communicate. They keep their feelings to themselves, they make assumptions, they hold grudges. Over time, these little misunderstandings pile up, creating a wall between them. Their foundation crumbles just like that house built without proper communication. So you see, communication is not just about talking. It's about understanding. It's about connecting. It's about building a strong foundation for your marriage. Remember, communication is a skill. It can be learned and it can be improved. So start today. Talk, listen, understand, and connect with your partner. Now that you know the ingredients, it's time to start building. Building a strong foundation in your marriage is a journey, not a destination. Just as a skyscraper is not built overnight, neither is a solid marriage. It's a gradual process, a carefully orchestrated dance between two people, each step as important as the last. How do you build this foundation? It begins with understanding each other's needs and desires. Imagine your partner's needs as bricks. Each brick is a need or a desire. Love, respect, companionship, a sense of security. It's your job to understand these bricks, to know their shape, their weight, their texture. As you gain this understanding, you start to lay these bricks one by one, cementing them with your actions and your words. The cement here is your commitment, the promise that you will be there through thick and thin, the vow to support and nurture. It's a commitment not just to your partner, but also to the relationship itself. It's about saying, I'm here, I'm with you, and I'm not going anywhere. But remember, building a strong foundation is not just about laying bricks and cementing them. It's also about maintaining what you've built. Just as a building needs regular maintenance to stay strong and sturdy, so does your marriage. This maintenance comes in the form of communication, understanding, forgiveness, and patience. Communication is the key to understanding, and understanding is the key to forgiveness. Patience is the virtue that holds it all together. It's about being patient with your partner, patient with yourself, and patient with the process. Building a strong foundation in your marriage is a journey that requires patience, perseverance, and a lot of love. It's a journey that will have its ups and downs, but remember, it's the journey that makes the destination worth it. So, are you ready to start building a strong foundation in your marriage? It's a challenge, yes, but it's also an opportunity to build something beautiful, something lasting, something worth fighting for. So take that first step. Start laying those bricks. Because in the end, a strong foundation is what will keep your marriage standing tall through the storms of life.